Okay, so let's take a look at this table and then some of these number things at the bottom here. Okay, so here it says input number. So the rule is input number plus 2 times 4. So our input number here would be 1. So we'd say 1 plus 2, 2 times 4 gives us 8. Okay, so that's how you'd solve these problems. And this number will become your output number. 2 plus 2, 4. 4 times 4, 16. 3 plus 2, 5. 5 times 4, 20. 4 plus 2 gives you 6 times 4 gives you 24. 5 plus 2 gives you 7. 7 times 4 will give you 28. And then you'll have 6 plus 2, which will give you 8, times 4, which will give you 32. And that's how easy that is. Then we have things like this. Now, in one of my previous videos, I said like you will normally take the first two numbers and you'll minus them. So 6 minus 3 will give you 3. Okay, so now we could say, okay, maybe we're adding 3, but now we've got to check using the next two numbers. So we'll say 12 minus 6, that will give us 6. So now we're like, okay, no, now we know that we're not adding by 3 each time. So now we have to look here at our number pattern. We're going to go, okay, it's definitely getting bigger. 3, 6, 12, 24, it's definitely getting bigger. So now we're going to try it by multiplying. So we're going to say 3 multiplied by 2 will give us 6. Okay, that makes sense. Maybe we're timesing by 2 or multiplying by 2. So now we check with the second one. So we'll say 6 times by 2, which will give us 12. Okay, it's looking promising. So let's carry on. 12 times 2 will give us 24. Okay, we're definitely timesing by 2 each time. So now we know the rule would be multiply by 2. Okay, multiply by 2. So now we're going to say 24 times 2. That will give us 48. 48 times 2 will give us 96. 96 times 2 will give us 192. Okay, so now if you look at this one, you're definitely going to know that there's not going to be the same amount of numbers in between here. Definitely not, because if we minus this, it won't be the same as this. You can just see by the size of the numbers. So now we have to go, okay, is it going bigger or smaller? Definitely getting smaller. So now we're going to work with divide. So let's start. So we can say 20,000 divided by 5. That gives us 4,000. Okay, so 20,000 divided by 5 will give us 4,000. How do we know? Because if we take the 3 dots away, we'll have 20 divided by 4, which would give us 5. So to explain that, if you had this 20,000 divided by the 4,000, right, you'd cross out the 3 zeros. Okay, 20 divided by 4 will give you 5. So that's why I said 20,000 divided by 5 will give us 4,000. But now we need to check that with the 800. So we'll say 4,000 divided by 5 will give us 800. So we're dividing by 5 each time. So now we're going to say 800 divided by 5. And that will give us 160. Then we're going to go 160 divided by 5 will give us 32. 32 divided by 5 no, it'll stop there. Okay, and then that's how you basically will work stuff like that out.